Councillor Mpho Moerane has been declared new Johannesburg Executive Mayor after being elected unopposed at the council meeting sitting at the Connie Bapela Council Chamber. Moerane has accepted his nomination. He succeeds Jolly D. Matongo, who passed away in a crash 2 weeks ago. Earlier, political parties in the city of Johannesburg Metro Council paid tribute to Matongo. Let's go live then to our reporter Mbalenhle Mthethwa, standing by for us in Johannesburg. A very good afternoon to Mbalenhle. Over to you.
Good afternoon, Zinga. The new Executive Mayor, Mpho Moerane, has actually given a very heartfelt acceptance speech of his nomination, saying that he did not expect to be appointed or even be sworn in, as Executive Mayor in such a short space of time. We understand that the former mayor, Jeff Makubo, passed away from COVID-19 complications, and more recently, his replacement also passed away quite recently in a car crash. And we understand that there's been a large, essentially there have been 3 executive mayors in the space of 3 months. But I'm not alone right now. I'm actually joined by the new executive mayor, who's going to be speaking to us about his plans for the future. We don't have a lot of time. There are people waiting for him inside. He needs to go back inside. He will be sworn in together with his members of the council a little bit later on today at 2 p.m. Thank you so much for speaking to us. We understand that Executive Mayor Jolly D. Matongo was actually described as someone who used to hit the ground running, who would work and serve the people wholeheartedly. And you said that in your speech that you would be following in his footsteps. What are the low-hanging fruits that you will be tackling first?
The major issues that we'll be tackling will be the electricity problems in Eskom supply areas. That's the first one. We want to make sure that people have a reliable electricity supply, and we have a plan on implementing energy mix in these areas. So we believe that 30 days that is left is very key for us, and we need to make sure that we give the people of this city hope, and we do implement what we promise to implement. We'll continue with our accelerated service delivery, making sure that we fix our roads, we fix street lights, we ensure that there's water flowing, we make sure that the traffic lights are working, we make sure that our potholes are fixed. So we have a plan. It's not new. It's what Mayor Makubo started, what Matongo carried on with. We are just implementing.
Now, so there are congratulations all around from all the political parties here with us, and it seems as though one message that actually stood out is that you need to then remember the coalition parties from the IFP. Talk to us about that relationship, and also some caution coming from some of the members here saying that please don't use the next 30 days as an electioneering opportunity. Talk to us about those comments. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, first of all, I'm a employee of the African National Congress, and as the ANC, we believe that we are the only party that has liberated the people of this country, of the city, and we're the only party that can deliver services. We have a proven track record of the past years of what we have done. We have turned Soweto into a suburb. Who would have believed that the ANC can do that? But we have done it. But we're doing it in all the townships and in all the areas, irrespective of being an informal settlement or a suburb. We are ready to work and give people services that they deserve. We believe that the people in township deserve more because they are the ones who has challenges. We need to bring water. We need to make sure that they have their rubble is collected daily, they live in a clean environment. So we are committed. This 30 days is very key for us, and we're going to make a change.
Okay. And then talk to us about, other communities. We know that there's the electricity issue in Soweto, and the other communities within Gauteng have similar problems. Talk to us about how you'll be tackling some of those. And
it's not only Soweto. The problems, we have problems in Orange Farm, Diepsloot, Ivory Park, which are under Eskom. We are talking to Eskom. There are areas that we supply, like Alexandra. There are a lot of illegal connections. We're going to have to deal with illegal connections. We have to make sure that people pay for their services to ensure that they get better quality services.
And lastly, talk to us about your relationship with coalition partners. We understand that some political parties have said that they had a very good relationship with the late Executive Mayor. Talk to us about how you'll be sustaining and maintaining those relationships.
We will continue to work as a GLU in this last term. We have 30 days. If the need arises at that particular point where we need to negotiate, we will negotiate with them. I think we work better with them. They understand us. We understand them. I have personal relationships with some of their leaders. So for us, it's not a problem. But I want to make sure that, first of all, I'm a deployee of the African National Congress. So the people must vote for the African National Congress so that we can give better quality services.
Okay, speaking of people voting for the ANC, what are the chances that you could be returning post the elections in November?
We have a good chance that the ANC will be returned back to the city.
Thank you so much then for speaking to us. There you have it. That is the newly elected Executive Mayor for Johannesburg, speaking to us about his plans and plans to hit the ground running, resolving some of the electricity issues that we've seen recently actually rearing their ugly heads in the form of protests, particularly when the president was in Naledi. People were complaining about the fact that they have not had electricity for months on end, and this attributing this essentially to a faulty transformers within the community. We understand that there is an MOU that is on the cards that the city of Johannesburg will be signing with Eskom. This is in order to try and resolve some of those challenges. We also understand that the mayor will also be putting forward a plan to bring in Soweto residents and have this city power servicing those communities. And there's also going to be lengthy conversations around that outstanding debt of 7 billion rand, between 6 and 7 billion rand, that is owed by Soweto residents to Eskom. We understand that there is an odd 5 billion rand that has been written off by Eskom, but there are conversations continuing about what the remaining 7 billion rand that is owed by communities. We heard the mayor also saying that this is not an opportunity for residents not to pay. However, this is just an opportunity for them to resolve the challenges that keep existing in those communities. We know that these are not the only communities that are going to be getting assistance in terms of electricity. The plans are to bring a few other townships within Gauteng to be distributed and serviced by city power, and this is all in an effort to try and pull infrastructure such as transformers, replace some transformers. We understand that Eskom is also in the process of deploying some infrastructure and replacing transformers and restoring power in certain parts. However, City Power has actually made a commitment in an interview that I had a little earlier on with Mpho Moerane before the announcement was made. He did say that there was a commitment by City Power to actually help and assist with regards to deploying and actually implementing infrastructure within these communities and to try and resolve the issue of power in townships around Gauteng.
Mbalenhle Mthethwa, thanks so much for that update.